Welcome back! We should be live now, but I said that just after the recording started, so nobody will have heard this. But it will be in the recorded version, I guess.
As soon as it goes live, I'll tell you, and you can say it again. They'll be so disappointed if you don't say it. And my birds just tweeted midday.
Oh, you didn't turn that off. Yes, it's live. I don't see the video yet, but it should be coming up soon.
Oh, it is. Now it is. Oh, I meant to put play, but turn the sound off. That's what I mean to do.
I don't see my own video yet, which is kind of annoying.
I see it. It's live.
Okay, I'm gonna
Can they hear? Can you guys hear us?
There we go. Okay, I had to refresh the page myself. It happens. Okay, are other people seeing this? And we are we being heard? How's the audio volume and quality? Because I fiddled with the settings a little bit, so the quality should be better, but it also means all the volumes are different. So, okay. In that case, welcome back again, because I already said that, but now I'm saying it while people can hear it.
Somebody said they had an echo from you. Yeah, Whitehelm.
An echo? There should not be an echo, because I'm not hearing myself, so...
And me. He's getting... Well, are you listening under headphones, Whitehelm? Not that that should make any difference.
Maybe he has accidentally loaded the player twice, and is just hearing it twice, or something. Yeah, there's the Myst wind in the background. Sorting out the technical issues at the beginning of the stream. It seems it's okay for most people. Yeah, people are asking what the next age is, and of course I'm going to leave that up to the chat again, so... Vote, Stoneship or Channelwood. And I think Stoneship is winning. Riven. That wasn't one of the options. Okay. Oh, no, yeah. No, it looks like Stoneship is going to win. All the Stoneship votes were first. So Channelwood will be last once again. It always ends up being last. For some strange reason. And that of course means that we have to read a journal. Is this one? Yes. You want to start reading it, Nora, or?
Yep. Emmett... Sorry. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks as it was never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends. Swimming... Sorry.
Nora's having trouble.
I am. A technical glitch with Nora. Swimming and hunting for fish together... Sorry. Can you take over?
Okay. Hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch a simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will, because apparently he didn't have a name, so Emmett is in charge of naming things on this age. Will was soon part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day, and I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change to their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. Do you want to take over, Nora, or...?
No, I'm okay. Why don't you just finish this, and I'll do the other one.
Okay. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. There is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The submersible lamp diagram. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I've made note of and named the number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. I wonder if the rains are a side effect of of a change that Atrus made to the age. If it never rained there before. It's possible, since Atrus did not fully understand the art yet. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I'll return with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems not to be as secure as I would like. I've had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. It shows the top of the lighthouse, with the lights, and I don't know what it says here. It's not readable. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with a chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. Which is kind of weird, because wasn't he using the ship? Doesn't that have an inside? It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. It's getting crowded on the rock. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written. I think... And then the sentence is interrupted by a map of the Stoneship age. Bird's eye view. This is actually a top-down view. Bird's eye view tend to be three-quarters perspective. Anyway, I've forgotten the start sentence. I think of it, this age, as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. I don't think we've ever seen what age that is. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stoneship Age. Upon returning to it, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. And then we have the constellations, which is the anchor. Some of these are really far-fetched. I mean, you can sort of see the horizontal one, but... And the eye.
Well, some of the real constellations are far-fetched as well.
Yeah, I know.
And could the underwater age have been the bit in Riven where you have to use that little submarine?
No, because he was talking about an age that he was writing, and Riven is
Oh,
written by
okay.
Yen. And this is apparently a snake. Well, sort of. And this is... No, it's not a spider. A bug. A beetle. I don't know. And this is the cross of the Templars. Why does Atrus even know that?
This is a poisonous snake.
A poisonous snake! Ooh, Graham, watch out! And an arrow. And flamingo, I guess. This one, really? How do you see a flamingo in that? These are like Rorschach tests. And Canada, or a maple leaf.
Hi, Zateria.
No, it's not a flamingo, I'm being told by the chat. I don't know. It's a bird with long legs. It doesn't really look like any bird I know.
It looks like it kind of... Oh, no, it doesn't. I was going to say goose, but goose don't have legs
Yeah, exactly.
like that.
Maybe it's a bird from another age that...
Exactly.
We don't know. A bird with long legs means a woman in Britain, yeah. Kind of. An emu, maybe.
A dunny bird. Well, I don't think that many birds living underground.
No, might have been from one of the ages of Dunny, but by this point, Atrus would not have been back to Dunny, wouldn't have visited many of their ages yet, so it's definitely not a herring. Yeah, sure. These guesses are getting more far-fetched. Ducks don't have long legs like that. Okay, next we're going to read this book. Ah, very enlightening. This is the patterns book. It's very nice that all of the books are completely burned except for the ones that we need. Yes, Yomiko Riedman would cry. That is definitely true. Read the burned book aloud. I don't know how you do that. I'm gonna read this book aloud. Blank, black, blank, black, 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 black. New line, blank, black, 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 black. Okay, this is gonna take a while.
That boinking sound. You have to make that boinking sound that it makes when it's pressing the...
On the fireplace. It's shoo or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's blank, shoo, blank, shoo, 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 blank. Oh, in binary code. 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0. At least that's faster. Must be careful that I don't accidentally say the time code from the Futurama movie. Okay, well, we've read the journal, so let's check the keys.
Nice clue.
Of course, I need to turn the tower as well. This is usually the age I do first. I don't think I did it that way in the Let's Play, but when I play the game myself, usually Stoneship is the one I go to first.
Any particular reason for that?
I don't know. It's just the age I did first when I first played the game, I think, and it's just become tradition. Okay, there's the book. Sound is distorting a little bit.
There's the book. Don't you mean there's the ship?
Well, the book, yeah, the book is in the ship. That's what that side shows. That's what I mean.
It's the place of protection.
And the keys are October 11, 1984, 10:04 a.m., January 17th, 12:07, 5:46 a.m., and November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 p.m. That's a long time into the future. I have distortions on the sound, but really the only way to fix that is the restart the computer. So that's not going to happen. So we'll just have to live with it.
You don't sound distorted to me. Oh, you
no,
mean
the game sound
in the game.
is slightly distorted.
Well, I can't hear that anyway, so.
September 11. Yeah, right. I'm going to bring up my cheat sheet because we're going to need those dates when I go to... Where is that? I think it's... Okay. I was really good at finding what I needed in the last session, but now I can't find anything. There we go. And let's go back down. Everybody wants me to sing.
I know.
Yeah, unfortunately we've already done the organ, so... Someone thinks Elvis Presley. I don't think so. Thank you very much. That was my best Elvis impression. Which sucks, I know. Okay! The planetarium.
There's a Myst theme song?
There is? I don't know.
Well, they're saying sing the Myst theme song.
I don't know any Myst theme song. I don't remember the lyrics to Curtains, so can't sing that one. It's the sky! And it's the dentists of Myst Island.
I need a dentist.
Okay, talk like Kirk in Space Quest 5. You mean my Captain Kirk impression? So, the first one was 1984, October 11. Yeah, my voices in Space Quest 5 are still my favorite voices I've done. Especially Drool.
What do you mean, BBB? If you look up, you can see the 3 constellations.
You can probably see them on the ceiling. I think that's what he means.
Just those 3, without any of the others. Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. To be honest, see, I don't know everything.
Oh, now Warthog Demon is saying you can see the others.
And this is the maple leaf. I wonder if anybody has worked out what the times for the remaining constellations are. If you can even see them. Would take an awful lot of work. This is the maple leaf.
It looks like a bird's foot to me.
Yeah, well, it basically just looks like a triangle with a tail. And we have the next date, and it's on the previous page, January 17.
Quarian foot.
Quarian foot. No, because those are more like 2 long toes and 1 tiny one on the side. They're not the same length. 1207. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. You have to wonder, because is there some kind of simulation of the sky in Stoneship, and are these times actually related to when you would see them there? And the other question is then, do these dates work in Stoneship, because they're quite obviously Earth dates?
But how would... What do you mean your birthday? You mean the player's birthday or the...
Yeah, maybe the...
stranger's birthday?
I don't know, maybe the stranger put his birthday in there. I'm not putting my birthday in there because you already know too much about me. And this is just opening everything up to identity theft if I put my birthday in there. Okay, so this is wrong. But that is the right setting. Or is this one the... Oh yeah, this is the beetle. They were not in the same order. Okay, this is the beetle. That's okay then. Then finally, November.
Alpha vexation, places of protection is where Atrus put the remaining books that hadn't been burnt. So that's what the ship is, and the spaceship is.
And 6:57 a.m. No wait, p.m. Oh, your audio just went bad.
Did it?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. And wait, that's not right. It doesn't. See, now this looks like the beetle. The insect.
Yeah, that's the beetle. That's the beetle.
So I did get the previous one wrong, but it looked okay, didn't it? I mean, I said it right.
It didn't look like the beetle. I don't have the dates written down.
No, but it should look like the
snake?
No, like the eye. But it didn't look like that. Actually, in the screenshot in the strategy guide, it also does not look like that, but it still says that it's supposed to be the eye. Oh, wait, no, it's supposed to be the snake, and it does look like the snake. I have found a glitch in the strategy guide, people. It says it's the snake, but the image is of the eye. And I knew it was the snake. It's a snake. Betcha, 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 mushroom, mushroom. There.
Oh God, you've got it singing again.
There,
Did you? I thought you were looking at your own notes and not.
No, I'm looking at the strategy guide.
Oh.
It's easier. So apparently you can see all of the constellations when you're looking up here somewhere. Well, I'll take your word for that.
I can see. Just wait. Move your cursor up to the right a bit. You've the beetle's right there. There's the beetle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, and this is the maple leaf?
Yep. And what's the third one? The snake.
The snake, I guess this. This looks like the snake.
BBB says you found them all.
Okay, are the others
not?
not?
James is here. Is that James? Sora?
Could be.
Did I just reveal your secret identity?
Not much of a secret identity.
I remember you, James, because you were talking to me on the private chat when I was trying to talk to Sven on the last
you
video.
can't look up when the when the light is on.
Well, you must have told me your name. I don't know how else I would have known it.
Still
but
sort of works.
Your Sora owns. Sora owns someplace else. Is it in Uru that your Sora owns?
Bond, James Bond. Okay, well we know what the constellations are. Now we get to one of the hardest to navigate bits, which is this. Because this takes you back left, and then which one was the one I just looked at? That's
the flamingo.
Yeah, but I mean, which one of these three is it? That's the problem with navigating this.
I know. This is one of the hardest things I found. Is this?
So
now, isn't that one you need?
Yep, that's the leaf. I think that's the next one. The arrow we don't need.
And
nor the anchor.
Nice sound.
Wing.
Yes. You're going to have to do all the sound effects for me.
Okay.
Beetle?
Yeah, it's just called an insect, but there we go.
And then you must hear the water. Is there water draining?
Yeah, you hear water and some rumbling. Yeah, it could be a tick. Kind of does look like a tick. If they're ticks or arachnids, then they have 8 legs, so then it's not a tick. And look! The ship has risen out of its tiny basin.
And now where else do we see that image? That's a test. A quiz.
I know, but...
I know you know. I'm asking the chatters. Where else do you see that image? Yeah, fake hero wins.
Yeah, and the ship also appears in the Mechanical Age. But we were thinking of Myst 4. And here we have The real ship. Well, let's just ignore the books and sail off on an adventure. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. I never saw the tick. I think that was never really on TV in the Netherlands. Or if it was, I did not know where. Okay. Stone ship. Age. Because it has stones and a ship. Is why I think it is called that. I always thought the camera movements in the flybys in Myst 1 are kind of weird. They're sort of jerky. With the weird corners.
Adrian, I don't think you know who built the ship from Haven.
No, it was written in by Atrus, but that does mean somebody must have built it, but I'm getting quite a lot of dropped frames, by the way, on the broadcasting thing, so I think my bandwidth is a bit low now today.
Yeah, it is. Our Skype kept breaking up. Your image kept. Remember, you kept, at least for me. Not that that's necessarily a problem at your end.
No, I'm talking about the broadcasting. It's telling me it's dropping frames, and it's dropping quite a lot of frames. Well, it's not much of a problem with this game because it does not mean that. No, we are not. For heaven's sake, Nora's twice my age.
I'm not stalking you, James. I just remember your name, and I don't remember why.
Okay, so why is this light bulb on? That always bothered me. I mean, there's no power at the moment, so maybe it's a fire marble put into a regular light bulb. Oh, apparently you sound like you're in your early 20s. According to Goodies Guy.
Well, I can't help that.
I don't think that's a bad thing. And again, how do we avoid making a puzzle that requires an inventory? We put the key on a chain. It's kind of the main difference between the approach of Myst and Riven is this age, and quite a lot of the other ages, just makes you wonder, where did they live, if they lived on this rock? Where did they get food and fresh water? So that's the thing I really like about Riven, is that all of those things are there. You can see where the villagers got their food. You can see how they got fresh water. You can see how they lived and everything.
That's why I liked the idea that Myst is much bigger than it looks in the game.
And there's water there. I always like the music going up this path. Freshwater ocean, that would be, I don't know, unlikely. And this is kind of annoying to drag.
How do you know his son isn't a 10-year-old?
I think my voice would be a bit higher if I were. Actually, my voice was really high when I was young. I know that because It's kind of tradition for certain Dutch schools that at the end of primary school you do a musical in the last year with the whole class. And somebody recorded a video of that, which I saw again a couple years back. So I saw myself as a 12-year-old in that musical, and God, I really sounded high pitched. And this is where the lighthouse is, 135 degrees.
I don't think he has so much an English accent as an American English accent. He is from Holland.
I actually am from Holland. I mean, I know Holland is not the Netherlands, but I am from Holland. South Holland, to be exact. There was a video on YouTube recently that explains the difference between Holland and the Netherlands, from the same guy who also did the Britain versus UK thing. It was kind of funny and also informative. No, I'm not from Rotterdam, but close. The way the guy who made the video on YouTube explained it is calling the Netherlands Holland is like calling the US Dakota, because there is a North and South Dakota in the US. I don't remember which is which. Let's check. Why did I decide to get into computers? Because I've been interested in computers for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, you were using a computer at a very young age, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I know I started my career in air quotes in programming when I was 10 years old, when my uncle loaned me a book on GW Basic, which came with MS-DOS 4. Of course, I was really horrible at it back then, but I tried. Go into the really spooky, dark underground chamber here. My first PC, well, actually the first computer we had was an MSX, which Americans probably won't know, but some Europeans might. It's actually a Japanese computer, which was also sold in mainland Europe, not in the UK, I think. The first IBM PC we had was a 286 AT, 12 megahertz with 2 megabytes of RAM and a 40 megabyte hard drive. Yeah, I don't think I ever played Metal Gear, but we did have a whole bunch of games on the MSX. It's so dark here, and apparently it's so dark that I can't see the desk good enough. We actually had an MSX too, so that would not have been a problem. Do I like Linux? Well, yeah, okay. I mean, on the desktop I prefer Windows myself, but I do use Linux a lot at work. So it's not like I don't like it, but I think their user interface on the desktop side kind of still needs work. Nora is silent, yes, because we're talking about computers and...
Yeah, yes, I agree, Adrian.
You see, the main reason I like Windows doesn't really have anything to do with Windows. It's because I think Visual Studio is the best development environment. So, getting a Mac wouldn't really work for that.
Also, if you want to play games, I do admit you have to have a PC. Or, I know Mac people who play on a PlayStation. How do we know each other? I stalked him.
Not quite. Nora was one of the first people who ever contacted me about my Riven Let's Play. and we kind of got talking that way.
Oh dear. I'm never going to get over, be forgiven for unveiling Sora's secret identity. You just have to come up with a new secret identity. I bought you on eBay.
I am not for sale. Hey,
Well, James, if you were Superman, you're the one that's just revealed your secret identity.
it's really dark in here. But we can still get into the rooms. Sirius's rooms, or at least sort of nice.
Yeah, I know your identity, BBB. I should call you that. It's easier than mispronouncing your real name. I mean, your screen name.
Never knew what this was. It makes an awful lot of noise, that's all I know. Looks like just a video of water or something.
I do know your real name. Oh, you mean you use a fake real name?
And this looks like a video of clouds. Which I think it is. So
Wait, how did you change that? The video? How did you change the video on that globe?
I didn't change the video. You just hold your mouse over it.
Oh, no.
But there's two
You
different ones.
You moved. Yes. I didn't see you move. I'm watching the chat.
I'm just trained to want to look under the pillows to see if there's anything I should take. That's what adventure
Yes,
games
and
do for you.
isn't there a well, it pays off in Yisha's room. Doesn't she have something hidden
Yeah,
under her pillow?
her journal is under her pillow. I want this thing as a toy for on my desk.
Oh, he's been shooting up with something.
Shoot it what? Yeah, he's been using drugs. I did. You and your weird slang. Anyway, the and he's got pills as well. And I don't know what this says. Maybe he's just diabetic and we're misunderstanding all of this. I always forget what you can click on. And silverware, dishware. And of course the black ships from Stoneship Age. This symbol here.
It's bizarre that he has a drawer full of tapestries, it looks like. Or rolls of material.
I don't know. Maybe he was planning. Maybe he was planning to do some sewing.
Or he's redecorating his room all the time.
Could be. This one's empty. And hey, look.
Oh.
Red page. He's got some jewels in here. And gold coins. Kind of weird that in Myst 4, Akinar is the one who's obsessed by treasure. Let's turn the lights on, shall we? That means I need to go back to the pump. That pump works really, really quickly. And now we can go down here, which is fortunately a lot easier than it would have been if this were a King's Quest game.
Yes, and there's no cat to trip you.
That too.
This took me forever to work out how to do.
Yeah, and I think this is also one of the puzzles that Shady Paradox said he had a lot of trouble with in his Let's Play. But I don't know. I never found it difficult. I thought it was fairly simple thing to figure out that if you close the valve again, then it will be filled with air and float.
But why would you think you had to float the chest in the first place?
Because there's a lock on it, and the key is upstairs.
Oh, you're so logical. Yeah, see, I don't play adventure games, so I wouldn't know. The only adventure games I played ever was Myst.
Yeah, adventure games sort of train you to think in a certain way.
Mm. Mm.
And there's another key inside. This is kind of how convoluted can you get. Oh, and of course, now I just dropped the red page magically back where it was. And you cannot take the key with you because it will drop to the floor if you leave. Oh no, wait, I do still have the red page. Okay. But I did drop the key now. And it's no longer in the chest. The chest is empty now. And that means I have to drain the water again because the chest, because the key fell to the floor.
Actually, Sora, that actually happened to me in real life. I was with my cousins, and we were sleeping on a boat, and all of our worldly goods were locked in the car, and my cousin was getting out of the boat, and
Here's
she
the key.
dropped the key in the bay.
Phew. Oh, at least
Freezing.
we're fortunate here that the key didn't go down this drain, because then we'd be really be in trouble. It's kind of a weird, almost Cadish-like misdirection that there's a key here and a lock there, and they don't belong together. Did we drop the lock down all the way down? I think we did. Yep, there it is. You can still take the key. You can't do anything with it. Except drop it again when you leave the tower. The stranger is just really, really smart, I think. If it were a Sierra game, it would have gone down the drain, and your only recourse would be to load.
Why is it the one place that's no use for your key? Oh, okay, I got it. I just had to say it aloud.
Yeah, but the whole early 1800s thing wasn't really figured out yet when they were making Myst, so I don't think they really paid too much attention to that. Yeah, realistically, this stranger wouldn't really have had any concept of what electricity is. Is that long enough? Yes, it is. This is another thing that's much easier to do in real Myst, because you can actually look at the meter while you're turning it, so you can see how far you are. And we dropped the key again. Clumsy us. At least I still have the page. Of course, this is where I did all of my my stuff about trying to reason out how these passages work.
I know you sent me all these diagrams, and I think you sent me about 4 different.
Yeah, well, most of the ones are the ones I used in the. Yeah, this is supposed to be 1806 according to the official timeline. So I used them in the Let's Play. The diagrams of that I drew on the maps. But the thing is that, I mean, we're going on this side. You're going down to Sirius's room, but it's kind of difficult to see. But this is to the left of the door to Akenar's room. See, this is Akenar's room, so Sirius's room is to the left. If you go inside here, you see this curves slightly to the left. Then you have another left turn, and another left turn, and then the door is on the left wall, which so you kind of have to think of how how does that, which direction are we facing now, and how does that connect to the door coming from the other side? So that's what I tried to do with those diagrams. And I still think the layout I came up with is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, no, when I was looking for my notes for Myst, I found those. You did send me like that 4.
Yeah, well,
with long.
I saw. I sent you originally the some of the versions that were really crudely drawn in I think in Paint.net, and then for the Let's Play I did some nicer ones. And I think in the original Myst, before the Masterpiece Edition, the original PC version, which had the palette limitations on the images, this door was really hard to see.
Yes.
I don't have the really crude ones anymore. The final ones are in the Let's Play, so you can see those. Okay. Of course, we know it is 135 degrees, but I'm just gonna, for fun, gonna set off the alarm. This always freaked me out. This is also with the sound thing. It's you get the alarm and then a little bit of bubbling background sounds in between the alarm sounds because they can't do more than one sound at the same time. I have to find the way out, which is always kind of difficult to do. Where the hell do I go?
I'm just disappearing for a minute because I'm getting cold. I gotta put some more heating on. Just a second.
There we go. I found an exit. Am I going up? Yes. Okay, well then we have to do that again. Always wonder how does that... No, this is the version from Good Old Games. This is not the 10th anniversary DVD version, which I do actually also have, which I think I forgot to mention in my list of times that I own the Myst game. So I own it even more than that. I do own the 10th anniversary DVD version as well. The only difference between this one and the 10th anniversary DVD version, yeah, this is the Masterpiece Edition, but it's the Masterpiece Edition as bought from Good Old Games, which basically makes it easier to install. The 10th anniversary DVD edition is the same as the Masterpiece Edition, except that the publisher logo at the beginning is replaced with an Ubisoft logo. And the big difference between the Myst 3 Exile version, between the original and the 10th anniversary DVD version, is that the DVD version is broken. It is missing a file and cannot play any music. That's really great quality control from Ubisoft there. Just none of the music works. It's really easy to fix. You need like a 60 kilobyte file from the CD version, copy it into the to the folder of the DVD version, and then it works. But if you just install it from the DVD, no, it was never patched. All of the other sound works. Background sounds work. The movies work, but just not the background music. It really is horrible. I still will be using it for the Let's Play, but I have copied the file from the CD version. So it does work there, again. This is the one we need. Now the underwater lamps are on. Akenar's room is on the other side. We'll go there when I go back to get the blue page. This is actually the crow's nest of the ship, which I certainly didn't realize the first time I played the game. Who put an umbrella on it? I don't know. I guess
Who put a generator thing on it?
That must have been Atrus, I guess. But And now the lights are on down here.
This is a nice room when it's not spooky.
Yes. I like that in real Myst you can see like the fishes go by. I think in real Myst this is probably my favorite age because it has a day-night cycle and it has weather and some nice water effects. I think the donuts Easter egg is probably an outtake that they just put in the game as an Easter egg. Did you bring the donuts? Yes, we get to see Akenar's room, but I will go and deliver the red page first. How this works, nobody knows. These stairs are also kind of interesting. Okay, let's put the red page in the blue book. Oh wait, that actually just repeats the last message from Akenar. Let's not do that.
With each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining age. You have not. Confident that my brother Akenar invented. He is guilty. Took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Akenar began to I ask you again. Do not retreat, pages. He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. Tell them the story that I your wisdom. You will see that I am innocent and he is guilty. This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Goodies guy was talking about whether or not it changes, and yes, it does change. It's supposed to change every single time they see you again. So the second time you come back, they say, "Oh, you've returned."
I could hear the static, but I couldn't hear anything else.
And the static is louder than the, the
Yeah.
voice. I am serious, and I will not be defeated. Okay, let's go back for a blue page for some more Akenar crazy. Who put the book on a chair? That's kind of... This is also a really tiny room with one chair in it. Okay. Kind of useless. They could never have pulled off Rand Miller as Akenar in Myst 4, because the reason you can't tell it's the same actor as Atrus here is just because of the extreme close-up in the book. Well, it's at least watertight. It doesn't necessarily need to be airtight.
They're creating links to worlds, dream-spaced.
Yeah, well, the idea is that they are existing alternate realities, and that basically everything that you could think of already exists somewhere. And then modifying the books was explained by collapsing quantum probability waves and things like that, which is kind of nonsense because quantum physics does not apply at that scale, but whatever.
Hey, sorry, War Dog Demon, that's my bird clock.
Yeah.
And I had my my microphone tilted up because I was drinking something, so you heard the bird chime 1 o'clock. You have a bird clock too?
Brandon Braga, yeah. He did on Voyager. The word quantum completely lost all meaning on Voyager. It's quantum everything. Yeah, Gen, I really like the actor who does Gen. I also like Brad Dourif as Savidro. He's kind of crazy, but then Brad Dourif is kind of crazy. That's just the kind of characters he always plays. Aknar's room can be reached from the other side. We can also go up here for no reasonable, for no apparent reason. Yeah, he was in Voyager as Suitor, the psychotic hamster. That's what that's what SFJ recalls him. Yes, it might happen, LucasArts or Telltale Games, but don't quote me on that. And Aknar's room. You have to wonder if Atrus ever set foot in his son's rooms, because if he did, he might have noticed something weird was going on. A lamp made out of a rib cage, just the kind of ambiance you need. And there is poison here. I think it's poison anyway. And antlers. I guess Gaston did the decorating here. Oh no, you quoted me. Oh, this thing is always hard to get working properly. Oh, it's kind of... Sometimes it doesn't really want to be dragged. The rose turns into a skull. Well, that's a useful use of holographic technology. And let's see what's in these drawers. I was going to say what's in Akinar's drawers, but if you know the alternative meaning for drawers, that sounds a bit weird. Maps. Lots and lots of maps, presumably of different ages. I don't know what they are of, or if they are real maps. They kind of look like real maps. Isn't this the Middle East?
It kind of looks like it.
And, hey, it's half of a note. Markers with the vault is the island of achieved very. Instructions are each of the marker turn every one off position as a final step. Oh, And that was, I didn't mean to do that. To the...
Now, did you copy that out when you first played this? I did.
Of course I did. You know what I do nowadays when I play an adventure game that doesn't have a built-in note-taking ability? I take pictures of the screen with my phone.
With your phone, not even with screenshot.
No, because usually I don't have a screenshot tool handy, so I just take a picture of the screen with my phone. It's much easier. And another map in the bottom drawer. Of course, what we came here for, and really, did Akar sleep here? I wouldn't want to be near this mattress. You see, that's one of the things I like in Myst 4 and in Uru, is that they have a built-in way to take screenshots. And I think really any modern adventure game needs to have, that requires you to remember diagrams, needs to have a way in the game to take notes and screenshots. And for those of you who have Myst and Riven on the iPhone and are annoyed that there's no built-in way to take notes there, if you hold the home button and then press the power button, you take a screenshot of your phone screen, so you can do it that way. And I need to go here. I always miss that on the way up. Wasn't this the bubbling sound here, the one that they made by blowing into a toilet? I think it was.
What bubbling sound? When you turn on...
No, when you're inside the compass room, there's this bubbling in the background, which was recorded by somebody blowing into a toilet bowl with a straw.
Oh, BBB saying into a drink, actually. A used toilet. No, thank you. There are some people making a real Riven, by the way.
Yeah, and your audio just went bad again.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an unofficial real Riven being made by a group called 59 Volts, also known as the Starry Expanse. And they recently released a demo, which I have actually played since last week. Last week I hadn't, but now I have. And it looks pretty good. It still does not look as good as the original, though. That's kind of... Yeah, I would really like it if they redid Myst and Riven with the engine of Myst 4. I think that's the top of the line for in terms of the graphics quality. Actually, what I would really love is if they just re-released Riven exactly as it was.
I'm just unplugging and then replugging it in.
I would really like it if they re-released Riven exactly as it is, with the gameplay, just static images is fine, but re-rendered in HD. That would be awesome. I know it's not going to happen, and it can't happen because Cyan doesn't have the assets anymore. But it would be awesome if they could do it. I mean, there's a handful of really high-res images they did from Riven. There's one of the village and one of the maglev cars. You can find those online, and those look really great. So imagine what the rest of the game would look like that. But it is not going to happen. Although honestly, if anyone from Cyan is watching this, if you want to hire me to go through all of your old assets, find a way to decode them for modern software, and re-render that, I'll do it. I'll take minimum wage. I'll do it.
I had an email from Rand Miller. I gave some money for Uru. In fact, when we got to play Myst online, the game became available for free just around my birthday. And my mother had sent me a check for $100, and I was so thrilled that we got to play it. I just sent the check to Uru, to Cyan. So I got a personal email from Rand.
And I saw Rand in the cavern, of course.
And I got an email from Richard Watson as well.
You know the whole the theory that you're not you're never more than 6 degrees from any other person on the planet. You know that theory?
I'm just really stalking you, James. Don't try to get out of it.
See, there's this theory you're never more than 6 degrees from anyone on the planet. So via Nora, we are all 2 degrees away from Rand Miller and Richard Watson.
Well, like you said, you talked to. In fact, you have a video up of that, of you talking to Rand. I think he said something to you.
Yeah, in the cavern.
On the chat.
In the cavern, with the chat, yeah. Mm. And of course, I know several people who personally know Bill Gates. So everybody who knows me is 2 degrees away or 3 degrees away from Bill Gates.
The video's on Sven's.
Yeah, on my channel. It was basically an announcement when we were live came back up.
My friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced Atrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. You have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds, some plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. A liar. Full in a liar. Must not be free. The remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Yeah, we don't want to be locked in a room with him. Okay. Well, we don't have to vote on the next stage because there's only one left.
I think I might be able to manage this.
Think you can read it without getting a coughing fit?
I hope so.
Which one is it? This one?
The green. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I am eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. So slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower pass to the village level, approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Yet the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he had been there. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and asleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laid down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a... Page? Please? This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I am beginning to learn bits of their language. I've decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants.
Yeah, I'm sure they will love that too.
Yeah. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will be not too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoian age.
Another one that we never saw?
Yes, Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, so it should. I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I can think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Choctic. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Achenar here. See Everdunes Journal for more information.
I wish we could.
Yes, after watching Cirrus and Achenar, I think they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. Uh-oh. Page, please.
I did.
Oh, and for a longer time, and a little longer time, the tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I'm leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Achenar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures. Page, please. And am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from the black I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. And there's the bridge, the pictures, the schematic that I copied out.
Yep. I don't think Grudy's guy asks if we ever knew learn Atrus and Catherine's last name. I don't think they have last names. In none of the Dunny we ever see mentioned seem to have last names. So I don't think it's something that that the Dunny did.
Is that the end of the journal?
I think it is. Yes.
Okay. I'm just looking. Somebody's asked about why Catherine has come back, and I think she explains in her journal.
It was the brothers who tricked her into going to Riven, and then after she got there, she was first taken in by the moiety and later captured by Gen. Phoenix, you really don't want that. My my sketching is not good.
And his handwriting is even more incomprehensible.
Fire up the MC32 for karaoke background. Yeah. Oh, trust me, Musart or whatever. It can't. It is as bad as your handwriting. My handwriting looks like a seismograph. Everybody wants me to sing. I don't want to sing. Queen, do you know how high Freddie Mercury's voice is? I can't do that. Wait. I don't really know the lyrics to Mad World. And I haven't seen The Hobbit yet, so I don't know Misty Mountain Cold. Bohemian Rhapsody, a song that was actually not very popular in the US until Wayne's World. Oh god, no. I know the lyrics to that song, but I have no idea what the melody is, because I don't think I've ever heard it. At least I know those lyrics, the lines that Sora is typing. I don't really know the rest of it. And I don't know the song about Bilbo Baggins either. And we know the book is in the really tall tree. Benny Hill, but that doesn't have any lyrics. 724 is the key, which of course is the combination to the safe. I'm trying to get to the other side. The game is not cooperating. What's another one rides the bus? No, there was no random number generation codes in this game. That was done for Riven, but not in Myst. And as far as I know, all the codes are exactly the same in... I can try and sing the department store, or the hardware store song. That's impossible. I don't believe even Wordal Yankovic sang that song in one take. And we need to put in the code. Oh god, the song from Exile, that's a weird song. The next Justin Bieber, I hope not. And I guess that Atrus really took Smokey the Bear seriously. Only you can prevent forest fires by locking matches inside a safe. I was afraid of Sirius and Akanar playing with fire. Yeah. There we go. We hold it for really long, can we burn our fingers? Have to turn on the pilot light. There we go. I hate doing this. This is so annoying, the turning the wheel.
Why?
Because it goes really slowly regardless of how fast you try to click. Pressure's going up. Sing Dragon Ball. What? Dragon, dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z! The English theme tune.
Did my sound go bad?
No, it didn't. I think that's the distortion I'm getting in the game sound.
Oh.
I listen to lots of different... I don't really know the lyrics to Chala Hatchala. I listen to lots of different kinds of music. Lots of rock. I know Chala, Hatchala, and then the rest I don't know. I need to turn the heat up more so it goes quicker. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not.
It does make a difference, because if you're not careful, you can't get in the elevator. I've had problems with that, getting it just right.
If you're too late... There we go. No, I'm not going to sing Ice Ice Baby. We can go up really far. Did anybody bring a bungee cord? Now the texture quality on the sides here is really low for some reason. Almost makes it look like Minecraft would.
I don't think I actually knew you could ride the elevator up and then it would go down again. I think I thought that you had to wait until the elevator was going down.
I can see my house from here, assuming you live in the clock tower. Or live in the log cabin. That's also an option. It's too bad you can't turn the tree around and look in other directions. Yes, I live in a clock tower. I'm the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I won't go further down than this, so you do need to turn the boiler off and then go down as it is going down. Actually, the Hunchback of Notre Dame doesn't live in a clock tower. I don't think the cathedral has a clock tower. Anyway.
Do you have to hurry to get back there before it...
Yeah, kind of. It's not
Oh,
really...
you out before it was fully down.
No, but it went back up while I was walking back to the log cabin, because the pressure was still on. The gargoyles. I never really saw that. It was kind of after when I watched cartoons. Yeah, I know. Half of the start of TNG cast. I've seen a few episodes much later, but never really seriously watched it. Thunderbirds. That's something I watched growing up, even though that's technically from before my time. I like this music too. I think it's called Channelwood Treegate. And the camera nearly got chopped up by the windmill there. You're not saying much, Nora?
Well, I'm reading the chat, and none of it, most of it, obviously, is after my time. And also, I can't hear the sound, which I miss. So I can't hear the music.
True. You can't hear the awful racket here of frogs and crickets and birds and whatever.
I listen to, listen to a lot of soundtrack musics. Like I love the music from the Mass Effect games, and I listen to a radio station called Cinemix. Am I excited for the new Star Wars movie or the new Star Trek movie?
No, the new Star Wars. I think he means the new Star Wars movie.
There's a new Star Wars movie?
Didn't you hear that? Disney bought the rights to Star Wars from LucasArts, and they announced they're going to make a new movie.
I didn't know that.
Nothing else is known about it yet, but...
So nobody knows what time frame?
No, it's supposed to be after the original movies, I think.
So everybody in the original movies would be kind of dead?
Or older.
Or older, yes. Star Wars, the original film, had such a huge effect on me.
I've always been more of a Star Trek fan than Star Wars. This is the get lost age for Myst. Every game seems to have an age where you get lost. Well, except Riven, I guess. Riven is kind of okay. Most of the places. But Myst has this, and Myst 3 has Adana, and Myst 4 has Haven. I think in Riven there's a couple places in the jungle on village islands that you can sort of get turned around in, especially the bit where you go through the one rock with the 3 paths. I always forget where I've been.
The place in Riven for me is in the underground
Yeah,
Some,
the submarine thing. But that's not really walking around.
well, I'm a Janeway person myself, Musard. I'm not a Picard person. I'm a Janeway
I
person.
prefer Cisco myself.
Oh yeah, I like Cisco too.
Although I think technically I do prefer Picard just because of Patrick Stewart, who is awesome. He's definitely a better actor than Avery Brooks. But I do like Cisco. Not that Avery Brooks is bad, but it's just very difficult to beat Patrick Stewart. Picard or Kirk, definitely Picard, because I grew up with the Next Generation. Kirk, I mean, I like the old Star Trek, especially the movies, but it just does not have the same attachment for me. I'm just wandering around, enjoying the ambiance, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I would probably hate it here in real life because of all the insects and stuff that are probably here. There are 4 lights! Oh, John Delancey is great.
Definitely not women, I'll tell you.
I should really play Quantum Conundrum because John Delancey's in that. It's a game in the same style as Portal. And I haven't played it yet. From the same guys who did Portal, not really necessarily the same style. And of course, John Delancey was in the really well-known computer game Star Trek Borg, which I also have. Well, I don't know if I still have it, but I did have it originally. I also have Star Trek Klingon. Both of them are no, that's that's the IKEA version of the Borg. I don't think I still have it, and I definitely don't know how to make it work. It is really silly. Both Star Trek Klingon and Star Trek Borg are really silly. They're fun, but they're just very silly. I liked the language thing that came with Star Trek Klingon. You could learn Klingon from that. Kabla! I said that so loud my mouse shot out of the window.
Oh, it did something strange to the... Well, you're the one who talked me into giving the new Star Trek film a second chance.
And it's a water pump. This also reminds me of... nice touch with the shadow. Reminds me of Teledon. And the backside there with the pipes coming out of the water.
Oh, yes, yes.
No, I have... Well, I've seen either BattleBots or Robot Wars on rare occasions, but not...
Please don't mention that, Locutus. Please.
Mention what?
My adjusting the telescope nemesis. Sven was my nemesis.
Yeah, that took you quite a while, and I think I did it eventually.
It didn't give me a chance, and you.
I gave you like 5 minutes.
You shot me through the head with the gun, but still.
And we turned the water on, which for some reason I can't really see that animation of the...
Yeah, I think I am a good shot. I think I would be good at Mass Effect, although Sven just laughs when I say I'd be good at it.
I'm just considering how often you got lost and had trouble with the controls in Uru.
What? Yes, my goodness. I would need a GPS in Mass Effect. I tried to shoot Shroomy, but how am I still alive? What do you mean, how am I still alive?
No, because Warthog said I'm a violent person, so...
Oh,
Which I think is not really true. Okay, we need to follow the water's course, and we need to go somewhere with it. I think we need to go
Well-
right here.
there's there's Thane. I think Thane is
Fane is what?
Murgles is saying there were no good romances for female characters, although you get much of Thane in the ME3.
Yeah, kind of all of Femshep's romances are kind of weird in Mass Effect 3.
Honey?
And Musard, I don't really agree with that, because I think it's just weird to turn every character bisexual.
And somebody just brought up a good point, which you might want to do, which is, have you saved at all?
Oh no, I haven't. But I mean, it hasn't crashed, so we should be okay. Okay, we're now in Channelwood. And I turned on the elevator. This is another part of the game that's just impossible to play if you don't have the... Well, it's possible if you already know, but if you don't... If you're playing it for the first time and you don't have the sound on, then you wouldn't know what the point of this is, because you wouldn't be able to hear the water. Well, there was actually Adrian Jasek was talking about Shepard's change, but originally there was supposed to be a gay romance with Kaidan in Mass Effect 1, but that was cut. I guess they were afraid it would offend people or something.
But you could still play it that way. You could mod it to bring up the conversation options. So there are Mass Effect 1 gay bits.
Yeah, and you can still do it in Mass Effect 3, of course, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a change, because you do not need to romance anyone in Mass Effect 1. So of course it's weird if you play him as straight in the first two games and then go with Kaidan or and go with Kaidan in the third game, but it's basically Shepard is not straight or gay by any choice except for the player's choice. So, and if you want him to be bisexual, then he's bisexual. That's the idea of role playing. And Kaidan was always meant to be bi. It was just cut. And this is the really difficult to navigate bit.
Even with a map, if you're like
On the
me.
top, of course, you have the little map in the journal. I do really like the way this looks. And there is actually in the strategy guide, there is this map, which is quite nice. Which is also the one I used to put the map on the side for the Let's Play, which was an awful amount of work. That was ridiculous.
Oh gosh, yes, I remember that. I thought that was really clever. You did a couple things like that. Added little... No, I know what the thing that I remember is your animation for anime.
The mistake in the strategy guides? Yeah, well, that was the one image, but I can't show that here. Uh, but the map is accurate. So, and actually speaking of the map, I'm going to bring up that page so I can look at it while I'm trying to navigate this here. I mean, the really fiendish bits about this... hey, look, there's the Myst book with the other elevator going up. And you can see the counterweight for the elevator, which is kind of nice. I mean, the fiendish bits about this is that the... How I got turned around. You can see the counterweight is downstairs, sort of. It's kind of difficult to see, but it is. Anyway, what makes this kind of fiendish is that you need to go here to open up the gate, but you cannot see this bit if you're standing there. I think I also pointed that out in the Let's Play. There's no direction you can look from there to see this, which really... If you could have seen this from there, that would have made it a lot easier. Of course you can. Oh, your audio went bad again.
Oh.
Of course you can in...
Would you even see it? It's from that distance, it might just look like a post.
Yeah, but you could see that there's something there.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably could see it in real Myst.
Murgles, the place where I got really freaked out was in Garrison. No, not Garrison. Cage Talisa. Is it Cage Talisa? Where you have to go up those tall stairs? Towers?
Yeah. Well, I think this one isn't actually that bad for in terms of heights, because it sounds rickety, but at least there's handrails most places. I think Myst 3 has the most things that I say, if I were here in real life, I would never do this.
Myst 3?
Yeah, there's some really high places in Voltaic that you have to walk past, and of course the whole lights, the ride in Amateria, that would scare the crap out of me in real life, because I'd never trust that ice sphere.
Yeah, walking on the pipe. Walking on the pipe. Well, when I had to do Kadesh Talisa by myself because I forgot to get this stupid sparkly page, and when I was with Sven, he's talking all the time, so I wasn't getting spooked. But when I had to do it by myself, I was getting very spooked by the heights. Of course, nobody could see me making the jumps. When I had to do it by myself, I made all the jumps. It's only when Sven's looking at me doing it that I kept falling into the I had Sven in my head.
The one thing I really like about Channelwood is that it's the only age that was visibly inhabited, that you can tell there were people living here and you can see where they lived. Like I said with Stoneship, that you can't
Wheatley?
see. Yeah, he's talking about Portal, which you don't know who Wheatley is.
Oh, no, I don't know Portal.
So it's a shame I can't jump in this game, because I can't say apple. This also looks like a really dangerous staircase to negotiate in real life. The cake is a lie, but pie is rational. That's a maps joke.
But Tay's inhabited.
Yeah, but that's in Riven.
I know, no, we were talking about Riven in the chat anyway.
And now that that is open, I can switch the water this side. Turn on the generator for the other elevator. And use that to go all the way up.
I certainly took ages to find that there was another level, but I figured there had to
Oh,
be. Well, I
damn it,
figured there had to be someplace
I have to close the door.
for the brothers. I was looking for the brothers' rooms.
Yeah, I suppose they could be powered by water. It's either an electrical generator powered by water, or it's actually using water pressure to power the lifts. And the top level, which is the level of the brothers. Of course, Akanar has this really creepy thing. I'm assuming that's the language of the tree people. And I wonder how many of them were killed in this thing.
No, he doesn't judge me. He points out when things don't make sense.
Besides, if the version of me in your head judged you, that would say more about you than about me.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're not judgmental at all, I wouldn't have said.
I'm gonna go out the back door. And the blue page. Akanar really has a very simple room in this age, doesn't he?
He doesn't have a very comfortable bed.
Oh, he doesn't really have a comfortable bed in any of the ages.
Well, he has a comfortable bed in the one age, but it's just grotty.
This is the same age of the same message we just saw.
Well, I think he didn't want Cirrus to reprogram his things, but I don't know why he thought that the cage would stop Cirrus from getting in there.
I don't know. One of them, of course, is famously Rush Limbaugh understands backwards.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
And he was telling Akanar about sabotaging the Myst book.
Why is it fitting they have blue static?
Because Akanar also has blue static in the book.
Oh.
It's just kind of a weird coincidence, I guess. Okay, well, let's go bring this blue page back first, and then we'll look at... Wait, no, where the hell am I?
Yes, it doesn't... There's no logic as to why the pages should be scattered through the ages.
Yeah, no, nobody knows... There was nobody left to do that. Yeah, maybe the Barrow did it. That's about the only possible explanation, I guess. That's kind of Myst's version of a wizard did it. It's the Barrow did it or Yisha did it. Okay, now we need to switch the water to get the
Can you hear the clock? Warthog Demon, can you hear the clock? My clock just went off again.
can I remember how to do this? I'm completely turned around now. We
That's
need
because
to bring the water to that thing over there. So that means I need to switch this one. Damn it. Keep getting turned around here. There we go. And now we can bring up the bridge. Yisha on Myst 5 is 190 or something like that. She was born in 1815, and Myst 5 takes place in 2005. Okay, and now we can get to this side and extend the pipe.
Musard, I remember you running down the stairs at the party episode of Myst Online saying, "Oh, my computer just had a seizure. Nearly had a seizure with so many of us being in the neighborhood."
This one is really complicated to do, while also trying to pay attention to
The chat?
the chat.
Yeah, James. That's when you were talking to me on the chat, and I was trying to talk to Sven at the same time.
Is that where
But
it
you
needs
were
to
there in
go?
spirit.
No. Damn it! What the hell am I doing? That's okay. Oh wait, this one does need to be turned to the right.
That's right. Somebody kept switching from night to day in Minkata.
Oh yeah, that was annoying. It was one of the things I was worried people might do. So now we got water going this way, and indeed it happened. Fortunately, they stopped when I asked them to. Okay, I finally figured this out. And the reason that that I was really annoyed by people that did that was because Uru has a tendency to crash if too many people are linking at the same time. So I was kind of afraid that they would make us crash by linking to day and night the whole time. No, the dunny can live to about 300, but Atrus is only part dunny, and he is 200 something, 240 or something by the time of Myst 5. But he does look quite old. I think that the dunny are generally described as having pale eyes. That's really the only, and a slightly different nose, I think, is what Tiana at some point remarked on. And Zeteria, how the species are compatible, it is kind of theorized that basically all the species that are on all the ages are just variants of humans, just from different universes.
Yes, I was trying to think why there would be humans in Channelwood.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird, especially the fact that they speak the same language. That's true of Stoneship as well, because all of the other ages, they always have their own language.
And presumably that language is Dunny, not any Earth language.
I don't know, because Atrus only says that he spoke our tongue. He
I
doesn't.
know.
He doesn't refer to either English or Dunny, because we know Atrus knows both. No, that's 233rd age is one of his ages, not how old he is.
Hello, I'm Akana.
Yes, you said that before.
I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. Began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slipped away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. Slowly, brother hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. He murdered their inhabitants. He destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had to warn Father. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And Cirrus dealt the final blow. He tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar. He deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. You must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burned books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
Yes, I do intend to show the bad endings in response to someone in the chat. Goodies guy.
And I don't think you're planning to start Riven today.
No, no, no. We're definitely not starting Riven yet. Hopefully we'll finish this, but Riven will have to wait for another time.
His
Yeah.
extra message.
Yeah, if you go back on this one, they don't repeat it. They will just say that you have to get the page and what the pattern number was.
You're wasting my time and yours. Just go to the last book, the middle shelf. Put pattern 158 into the fireplace. There's no reason to waste time. Just get the blue page. Leave everything else there.
Of course, we have another red page to get first, which means I need to go back to Channelwood. This one is sort of annoying to get back to because you have to go through the whole tree thing again.
No, Aknar is played by Rand Miller here. Who plays Atrus in Myst 4. There's a totally different actor for Aknar in Myst 4.
A live stream of Zork. Or a live stream of... or I should do I should do a permadeath series of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy text adventure. And
A permadeath?
a permadeath series is where you play until you die, and then you have one life. So you play until you die. That's the end of the series. If I do that of the Hitchhiker's Guide text adventure, it would be the shortest video ever. Because you have something like 70 commands until your house gets demolished. It's completely impossible to do if you don't know exactly what to do the first time. Because Nora, you don't know this, but if you thought that Sierra adventures were cruel, you should try older text adventures like Zork and or the Hitchhiker's Guides. Those are insane. I want to be the guy. Permadeath of that one, yeah. That would last 2 seconds. No, I don't like games like I Want to Be the Guy that are just deliberately cruel. You should know by now that I don't do requests. Not that it has ever stopped anyone from making requests, but... No, I don't play Team Fortress 2. I don't play any shooters other than Mass Effect. Yeah, well, I would not have done King's Quest V until unless it accepted that it was part of the series that I was doing. Well, if people happen to request what I was already planning to do, yes, then I will do it. But that's more of a coincidence. Actually, I did play Doom the original Doom. Not very much, but I did have it. The shareware version, that is.
It took a little bit of persuading to get you to do the Mass Effects as Let's Plays. You loved playing it, but you weren't sure you would do
but
it
was more that I decided I wanted to do it more than that you were begging me for it or anything.
Oh, no. I wasn't begging you to do it, but you were a bit worried at first that you wouldn't be that good at it, but you turned out to be very good at it. Especially once you started doing multiplayer.
There are some Sierra games that I haven't played. I haven't played King's Quest 8. I haven't played the Quest for Glory series, which I really know I should play them, but I haven't. And what's it called? The Robin Hood one. I haven't played that one. And Phantasmagoria. I haven't played that one either because I do not normally like horror games. I need to switch the water again so we can go back to Sirius's room. I have played Police Quest 4, but I have not done a Let's Play of it. Oh, the elevator's up.
Why, look, Cutis, why isn't Mass Effect like real shooters? I mean, I don't think I understand that. Maybe because I've never watched a real shooter. Or a different kind of shooter.
No, wait, I do need to switch the... This is the one I need to switch.
Right.
And Mass Effect is a combination RPG shooter as well. And one of the things that I really like about Mass Effect is the power mechanics and the combinations and stuff you can do. I might do Leisure Suit Larry once as a Let's Play, but it's basically at the point that I have no other Sierra games I want to do left. I need to go the other way. And Cirrus definitely spent a lot more effort on decorating his room here than...
Well, he had all that extra material over in Stoneship Age to do some interior decorating.
Yeah, maybe used it as his sheets here by the looks of things. Or this is his mattress, actually. Doesn't look like there are sheets on the bed. And wine bottles! And an Arabian blade, by the looks of it. Well, the one in Stoneship isn't too bad either in terms of being able to live in. And we have the second part of the note. Do you want to read the second part or did the first?
No, I'll let you read it. I'm not
Okay.
very good at reading.
Vault
How do
access
you put the two together?
of Myst. That is in very plain view on Myst. And access can be easily, if the simple, followed. First locate switches on the island. These switches to the... Then go to the dock and turn the marker switch the off position. There's actually a glitch in, or a mistake more in the Masterpiece Edition, is that both sides say off position, although obviously one of them should be on. And I can actually show you the full version. Nora can't see this, but you can.
I can see it if I look at the...
Yeah, you can see it
window.
on the Twitch video. And the full version is: the vault is located in very plain view on the island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Turn every one of these switches to the off position. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. The first one should, of course, be on position, but that's wrong in the...
How did you do that? How did you get that on the Steam thing? Stream thing?
Because the streaming software I'm using, XSplit, allows you to set up different scenes, and I prepared this in advance. And he has a wash basin, although apparently no actual water source. I guess he used buckets or something. And some really old cheese, by the looks of it. Really old cheese. And an empty drawer.
I suppose cheese is one thing that they could take with them, bring with them, that would last a bit. Oops, Akinar's been in here being a little pissed off.
Looks like it. Yes, because as Stephen Fry would tell you, cheese is basically milk gone off big time styly. That was one of the things from QI that I think it was Jimmy Carr that was on that week, made a lot of fun of. And we found a red page.
Was
Sorry?
that last night, I mean?
No, this is a very old episode. Well, it was, I think it was Sean Locke actually, not Jimmy Carr. Anyway, and then I missed the elevator. Yes, I do watch Top Gear, which you would know if you watched my first Myst Let's Play. I mean, not if you watched the Let's Play of Myst rather than the live stream, because I did a joke about the stick in the very first video. I guess the bridges that were originally here, built by the tree people, don't have ropes, and the ones that Sirius and Aknar and Atrus built might have rope bridges. Might have railings. Wheels on. Buzzcocks! Fake hero! I used to love Buzzcocks when Mark Lamar was still hosting it and Bill Bailey was still there. Nowadays it's shit. No, I haven't seen the thick of it. Oh, you remember the Space Quest Let's Play? Yeah, I think I did quote that at some point. But it is from Nevermind the Buzzcocks.
That's because you guys are talking about things that I don't know anything about. Being of a very different generation.
Musart, the two guys from Andromeda are actually working on a new game. Not a Space Quest game, but they will make a new game, which will come out this year, I think. Which I totally backed the Kickstarter off. And also, in answer to Mirdan's question, 011899988199991197253. I think I got that right. Gary Owens will be in the new game. It's not Evans, it's Gary Owens, but he will be in the new game.
You finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Sirius. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Aknar is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Aknar has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. he began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. His thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akenar's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free.
Actually, Nora's typing, not me.
There is a book on the shelves. In this library, which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it in the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page. Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another one. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will be face to face.
That's because there's a delay on the video. So it is being recorded in the stream at the moment you say it, but you see the video a little bit later.
Can you touch the ham?
The what?
Warthog Demon is saying, can we touch the ham? Green books and ham. What's it called? My age? My new age?
And see his second message?
You don't yet have the final page. You must not have understood my directions. Find pattern 158 in the last book on the middle shelf. Enter it into the fireplace and bring the red page to me. Hurry. And don't touch the blue page of the green book.
They should have had Akenar played by Brian Blessed in Myst 4. Yes, I did see Black Books. Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey, can't beat that combination. Alright, that means we have one more page to find, for which we need the combination. And I think I'm actually
got
going...
what, Cosmic Stallion?
Gonna
Stallion? What was I supposed to get?
What? I don't know.
Well, Cosmic's asking me if I got it. I'm not really entirely sure.
I can't answer that question, Soteria. Haven't really given it any thought.
Oh no, I didn't get any of the instructions because I can't hear. I don't hear the sound.
Okay, now we go to the patterns book, pattern 158. Which is this one. I don't quite know it by heart, almost, but so let me look it up on my notes as well, so I can put it into the fireplace, or my notes on the, I mean the strategy guide.
Well, people who
I'll have to use my notes for Riven though, because I don't actually have the strategy guide for Riven.
I do, didn't I send that to you?
Yeah, okay, that's a PDF file. That's a bit hard to look into while I'm doing this.
Yes.
The Uru
People
pattern
can't
does
make
not
their own.
work in this game.
People can make their own ages if they write fiction.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to visit those.
Well, not in your imagination. Oh yes, you can make them in Minecraft too.
I suppose if you've got a lot of patience. Yes, I see those things that people built in Minecraft, like the Myst Islands and other stuff, and the Starship Enterprise and all of Middle-earth. And I'm not kidding, somebody has built all of Middle-earth. Well, this is not one person, but a group of people built all of Middle-earth in Minecraft. And it's, I mean, okay, if you have that kind of free time, very nice. But I could never do that. I don't have the patience to do that. I'm very happy with my dirt house in Minecraft. Okay, I built a little bit more than a dirt house, but...
You do! You have a nice layout.
I know,
You looked after your animals.
That's true. Although they keep escaping. Warlock Demon, that does not work. If you save the game, you always, when you load the game, you always end up back in the library, regardless of where you were. Okay, which of the two brothers' band endings should we do first? Okay, well, Cirrus was first, so we'll go with Cirrus. This was another one of... I think this is an idea that I had really late when I was doing the Myst Let's Play, that I came up with the notion of using annotations to let you choose which ending to go in. I kind of like that idea. I hope other people liked it too. I'm sure this will work out fine.
Oh, yes!
Cirrus just had an orgasm.
I'm free! Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend. You've done the right thing. You stupid fool! It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it. Can't see you. You're getting less clear. I hope you're in the books.
Sirius has a terrible sense of humor.
The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, Acheron.
Why so serious? Why so serious? And we're trapped. I think this is really Dark Knight inspire. Oh, your sound went off again. And I guess there's nothing left for me to do but restore.
I must admit, I didn't.
Yes, I want to save while I'm here. That makes sense.
I didn't. I was suspicious of Sirius Black because of only because of Sirius.
I guess so. Yeah. The you know the people in Harry Potter figured out that R.A.B. was Sirius's brother, Sirius's brother. Hey, wait a second. What the hell?
What?
I just got a message that you're not an operator anymore. It's visible on the video, but
that I'm not an operator. Oh, maybe because I disconnected. Let me try something. No, I still got the ban button.
Okay, well I guess that's just my chat client being confused. Then.
Yep. No, I'm still there. Ah, but you see, I read the books before I saw the film.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I still have my band hammer. I haven't banned any of you, aren't I nice?
Yeah, you haven't used any of your operator privileges, I think.
Actually, Sun's fans are very pleasant.
Yeah. I may not be the most popular guy on YouTube, but I have no real wish to be either. But I think I have some of the nicest fans, and that usually my videos do not devolve into flame wars.
Ixatuna, how do you get your face as a smiley? Assuming that is your face.
Another thing, Andrew NS or Androons, whatever. He asked me why didn't I organize live stream on YouTube. Can YouTube stream? I don't think I can. Okay, let's do the blue piece. Blue page next.
I don't think anybody can be in fear of someone who says "oops" as often as I do.
Yeah, the video seems to be a bit more behind than it was last week. Nothing we can do about that. I think the tubes are clogged.
I did write a message, and I did have the icon. See? Here it is.
Oh, I feel alive. And how do you feel, my friend? Whatever here. Perhaps the pages you work so hard for. Whoops. Yes.
I think Akanar just inhaled a dose of laughing gas.
My point of view. Yes.
He really turns into the Joker from Batman here.
Sit Father. Oh, yes. Oh. Maybe someone will rescue you someday.
No, you don't have an admin icon anymore. At least not for me.
I do for me.
That's weird. Oh well, doesn't really matter.
And if you look under the
Bad guy.
viewers list, I'm still as a moderator. That's why I hear you.
That guy from Basti and Adrian. Yeah. Okay, well, Twitch is just having issues, I guess, today. Or maybe it's my internet, who knows? Stuff is delayed on the video, or the video is delayed, basically. It's not that the chat is delayed on the video, it's what you're seeing as the video is delayed compared to what I'm recording. Okay, well, that didn't work. No, none of us was expecting it to.
And nobody has explained to me where you get that guy's face. Is that some famous face?
I don't know.
They all have got it.
What? What are you talking about?
There's a smiley face that is a person's face. Can you not see it? Am I seeing things?
Yeah, I did see it. But it doesn't show up in the chat for the video, though, because the chat client I use for that does not support it.
So whose face is it?
I don't know.
Oh, Kappa?
Okay, let's go and do the green book without the page. This is easier to do in real Myst because you can drag the mouse there, which doesn't work here. You know that this will not be visible in the video, all of these faces, so it's going to be confusing. Let's talk to Atrus.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny. Not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend. As you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Oh. Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atrus. I fear you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books.
Quit it with the Kappa
This
thing,
island.
please.
In my library. My library. Oh. It contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers that might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Achenar, we had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise.
You think?
I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them.
Stop it with the Kappa, please.
Oh, they what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. They used their own mother. Oh, my dear Catherine. To lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except that they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
Okay. If you don't stop with the Kappa thing, I am going to give you a timeout on the chat. And let's check on Atrus. Without the page. Sure, that's a good idea. Nora?
What?
Yeah, you hadn't said anything for so long.
I'm reading the chat, and I'm also listening to the damn dog, which is still barking. All this time, it's still yapping. Oops.
Well, that's
Should
not
I ban
audible.
Murden?
Yeah, you can't anymore. You're not an admin.
Let me try.
And
Murden
don't
a
ban them.
timeout.
Just give them a timeout. And Zateria as well.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys, but I've asked more than once.
Okay, I've given... I don't know if... Did it look like I gave them one?
I don't know. I can't see that. And we are in Kavir, which is a really nice place. I like Kavir.
I'm too far from the window. I'd have to unplug the headphones, and then you wouldn't hear it.
Plus, these headphones are pretty good at not picking up distant sounds. Too bad we can't explore the rest of the... Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitch, but the chat seems to be out of order for me. And the video delay is quite big, but we're nearly done anyway, so we'll just tough it out for now. Let's see what Atrus thinks of me not bringing the page.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. We meet face to face. And the page, did you bring the page? You didn't bring the page. You didn't bring the page. What kind of fool are you?
I didn't bring donuts either. I'm so sorry.
Did you not take my warning seriously? Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here forever.
Yeah, for real, Myst, they redid this video because they had to show it in higher quality. And now we are trapped here. The reason I like Kavir is because it's the place that ties all of the Myst games together, at least the Cyan-made Myst games, because it appears here, it appears in Riven, it appears in Uru, and it appears in Myst 5.
I loved Clear. I loved being there when we go in. It's fit in. Yeah, we did go there, and we come to this room, don't we?
Where? What do you mean?
In Uru.
Yeah,
we came here.
We did go here, and you can in Uru, at least in Uru Live, you can leave the room and explore. But in
you know what? I banned all these people ages ago, and it's just appearing on the chat. You've banned Murden from talking in your room for 600 seconds.
That's 10 minutes. And it's weird because I can't see your chats if your admin icon anymore, so things are not entirely working the way they should.
No.
And then
No, we've broken
I
it.
see message deleted stuff from Zeteria and Fake Hero.
Oh, that's because the ban became retroactive.
I guess so.
Well, guys, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
you were
I
warned.
really love Kavir in Myst 5 and in Ur Live because you can see more of it than just this one room. And of course, this rockfall is the result of Atrus trying to escape the first time he was trapped here, because this is the second time he's trapped here. Because the first time he was trapped here by Gen. And that's also why the Riven linking book is here, which is, of course, what he's writing on at the moment. The reason that is here is because Gen locked him here purposely with the Riven linking book, in the hopes of luring Atrus to Riven and then executing his convoluted plan. But that did not end up working, and instead Atrus joined up with Catherine, and they defeated Gen. But that's the first time Atrus was linked in here. Yes, I'm still here. He's looking up. And he never went back to Dunny after that because he was afraid that Gen would come here again, find a way out of Riven, and then would have a link back to Myst. But the brothers tricked him into coming back here, saying that Catherine had gone here. And then he was trapped, again, for the second time. And this is supposed to be the exit, but that is not cleared until the Book of Dunny, which is after these games and before Myst 3. Okay, let's do this properly and finish the game. Because we're all getting tired, and Nora's talking less and less, so...
Well, I can't hear the sound, so I can't talk because I think I'm talking over something.
Atrus is not talking after the first thing he says. There. Okay, so we have to get the page, and unlike what the thing said, we need to turn all of them on, which includes this one, which I haven't turned on yet. Oh, wait, I did. Okay. I thought I hadn't, but apparently I did. And then we need to turn the one on the dock off. And there it is, the missing Myst page. I have to go back into the fireplace. Why are you typing, Nora?
Because I'm having a conversation about your hair. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, but nothing is happening in the game. You can just talk. You don't have to type.
Okay, well...
Because otherwise I'm just talking the whole time and it makes it sound like I'm not letting you talk.
Maybe I am getting tired. I'm certainly tired of hearing the bloody dog. You want me to talk about Sven's hair? Sven has nice hair. Well, from what I can tell through looking at... through Skype.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've already seen this, so let's just go through.
Poor Goatsman has asked this about 1,000 times. If you return both pages at the exact same time, would you be ripped in half as you link? I don't know how we would test that.
Now, you can't return both pages at the same time in the game. Technically, you wouldn't actually link until you touch the linking panel, and I don't think anybody has ever tried what happens if you touch two books at the same time. I think you would just go into one and not the other. Okay, we brought you the page.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page? Did you bring the page?
Yes, but no
Go
donuts.
to me. You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
Anis is gone. We can follow him, of course, but... No, wait, we can't. I can't actually move. Oh, wait, I can. But I can't go to the book. Okay. We have to wait until he comes back. And, of course, one of the weak parts of Myst, I think, is that it doesn't really have an ending. Or not much of an ending, anyway.
Isn't there something? Did somebody say somewhere that you shouldn't move away too far away because he won't come back or something?
Yeah, that's why I moved back.
For you, my friend.
Oh.
But my writing cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage. Oh. In reward, I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst, the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your explorations satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
And that is the end.
Oh.
Oh, wait, it's not.
One more.
I was premature.
I am fighting a foe much greater than my sons could even imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again.
Okay, so that is the last bit, and all we can do is go back to Myst. And since this is not real Myst, there is no rhyme for us to go to. All we can do is revisit the places we've already been to and admire the scorch marks on the...
He used a shotgun. Yes, he blasted the books off the page,
I'm
off
sure.
the shelf.
Of course, one thing I was kind of afraid of when I was doing the Myst Let's Play was that because Myst has no proper ending, that it would feel like I was leaving the Let's Play hanging, which was kind of a problem with my original Uru Let's Play, where I just go back to Relto, give my tiny post-game review, and that's the end. There's no proper real ending to it. But for my Uru Life Let's Play, I solved that, of course, by having the surprise party and the montage at the end. And then for Myst, I decided to use the intro from Riven as the ending to Myst, which I was kind of proud of that idea.
Mm.
And lots of people thought, were asking on the comments, like, does it really do that? No, I edited that. No, the surprise party was really a surprise. Although it did not actually happen at after the bits we record. The whole scene on Relto was recorded later, but the party was actually a surprise.
And why was the reason did we have to redo the ending?
What?
Why did we do that? Was it because we had to redo the ending?
No, we didn't do that earlier. That whole bit wasn't written until after the party happened.
Oh.
The party was not actually originally part of the was not meant to be the end of the Let's Play. That's just how we used it.
Yeah, and my God, did I have trouble getting through the
And some of my dialogue in Dunny for the surprise party was re-recorded as well to make it look like I was looking for you. But other than that, the party was real.
Why were you banned? Well,
because you did it after I already asked multiple times for people to stop doing it.
So my ban hammer did work.
Apparently. And okay, well, that brings us to the end of Myst, and I think all I can do, well, traditionally I will make a save game at the end. For no reason, because I've never used them, but I always make them. And let's show the credits. Here it's spelled Dunny in this version of Myst. Spelling was changed later when Rand Miller discovered that Dunny is slang for toilet in Australian. So that brings us to the end of the live stream for Myst. We will do Riven, but it is not going to be next week. It will be sometime later. Probably after I've done all of the other stuff that I need to do in real life. Arigato. Some Japanese people are being thanked here for some reason. So I will let you know when we decide when to do Riven, which will be my next live stream. At least I don't think I will do anything else in between. And of course, at some point there will be a Let's Play of Myst 3. But again, I can't give you a date for that. Sometime in February, probably. That is it for tonight then. It's past midnight here, so I still have a lot of work to do this week, so it is high time that I sign off. Thanks for joining, everyone. So it's goodbye from me.
Yeah, thanks everybody. That was really nice. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
What the hell am I doing? Glitch at the end of the broadcast. I'm stopping it now. Goodbye.